Chandler. I'm from that mountain. I'm a landowner. I have a pipeline going through with an access road and a corridor. I'm here to highlight my property and how it's an example of failure of E&S that was unanticipated and nonetheless is there, and the E&S measures have not made sense, and the actions that MVP has taken have not made it any better. No action is taken. I'm asking you today to pull the E&S plans and reevaluate them, and also, number two, collectively as a board, ask FERC to retract the variances that they have approved granting boring under streams and wetlands in Virginia, and ask FERC to suspend MVP's permit while you review the E&S measures. I let you know last September that Florence had flooded our road, clogged the culvert on Green Hollow, a historic road. I had reported those offenses. I've talked with DEQ, MVP, FERC, inspectors, and I've been here many times. No action has been taken to correct those sediment controls. It was an unanticipated, persistent E&S problem that has happened because of action of construction at US 221 and the Parkway. The first picture is a map. MVP did not anticipate the dilemma because DEQ didn't do site-by-site investigation and provide guidance. What they've done is build a timber mat bridge that has effectively been expanded to become a dam in a flowing waterway. With accumulation of sediment that has happened between last fall and currently, no livestock involvement, just incidental rains that has added and added and added. So you'll see before pictures at the timber mat bridge of a clog that was found 3 days after Florence. It has now grown into a mammoth delta of sand with a parallel stream of Green Hollow entering into it and cutting through that mess. That can be seen by any inspector by standing on the bridge. There's no permission needed to get off the right of way. And they are handling it like someone wearing a shirt inside out. Every time there's an incidental rain, the rain floods down Green Hollow and more sediment comes. Our road floods, it's taken out our driveway. A FERC inspector came and tried to debunk every myth of how far away the watershed was, a linear feet, could be a rock or a branch. And his weekly report in the end said the landowner wouldn't allow them to clear the gravel out of the pasture. That is the least of the problems, because what this is doing is contributing sediment off the road outside the timber mat bridge, which is supposed to be the E&S, up one stream and then down on the other through our driveway, pasture, wetlands, and impact state waters with Mill Creek. Mr. Whalen, I ran into an address 1998 of yours. The Office of Wetlands, Oceans, and Watershed listed 7 problems facing these areas: toxic chemicals, alteration from water flow, loss of habitat, declines in fish and wildlife, and introduction of invasion of species. And these things are all happening on my property, an unassuming victim of what would have been no problem E&S. They never looked, but here it is, and it's been left unattended and growing in magnitude ever since. It doesn't take anything to flood that road. I'm personally a little worried about the rain coming this fall. I'm asking you to pull these plans. Please step up. You are here because of your honor, your education, and your integrity. Use it. You've asked such good questions. Use it, please. Go against the grain. Mr. Taylor, it's easy to be a philanthropist with someone else's money. This is a big problem for Virginia. You gotta step up, please.
Now I'm going to ask the same question that my colleagues have asked. Were these photographs in May, June of 2019 submitted to DEQ?
I talked to the FERC inspector just before one of those sets of photographs. I photograph every month. I've got more pictures of that site and more than I do of my children.
Were your complaints, though, submitted to DEQ?
Through Mountain Valley Watch.
Please submit them directly to DEQ.
I will, but you know what? I'm not going to let you guys get away with that today.
Yeah.
This has been visited by Mr. Lofton, and it's worse than when he was there. I don't buy it that I have to, now the clock starts running, that, oh, none of this matters, and you have to start telling me.
I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm
Well,
saying that your
I'm gonna
complaints
put
are
that
not
on the
reaching.
record.
I'm saying your complaints are not reaching
No,
the
they have.
inspector.
I've talked to the DEQ inspector, and he declined. It's one of your subcontracted DEQ inspectors who said this didn't look like erosion and sediment problem to him.
Well, I encourage you to submit them directly to DEQ through
It's
the
a-
website, and it will be addressed within 14
And as
days.
everybody in here, I'll continue that effort, but unlike DEQ, This isn't my job. This is survival for my property, my livelihood, my retirement future, and the home my children have grown up in. I have a great picture of a helicopter flying over my yard, hovering over my children. I've got more than one. I could show you that route of things too. That's not 500 feet in the air. I've got pictures of masked men on my property. When did an electrician ever come to your home, or somebody to fix the refrigerator with their face covered? I have another picture of a gentleman with everything covered. Well, I say a man, you can't tell the gender or ethnicity of that person. That's not the first time. Another person driving with a clown mask. These abuses go beyond water. This is a life of living in a universe that no one can understand. And we're asking you to pay attention to your slice of the pie, because all the other stuff we have to take to somebody else. And that takes a lot of time. So I told DEQ, I showed you my FERC compilation before I came last time. I'm taking my time. I apologize, but...
You're taking time from others in the room.
And I apologize, sorry everybody. But
And I ask that you submit your photographs directly to DEQ.
And I'll do that, but that isn't going to stand today as a remedy.
Please.
You have a copy of
How
this?
many times?
Yes, I can get you anything you want, more photos. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please.
Reverse.